So for this option, this is a visual presentation, meaning you will use PowerPoint or Google Slides or Canva or whatever slide thing we're using nowadays. Or you can even use like Word or Pages and create like a visual PDF. So what this one is you are exploring the different moral theories and you are creating a visual presentation to discuss with me a few key points about it that I have outlined here for you to address. So if that's something that you're interested in, stick around and I will tell you more. If not, you can head over to the other options. So let me get this down for you. So for this one, like I said, you are breaking up your thoughts into a visual presentation of sorts. You can even just do a video like this talking to me back and forth. That's perfectly acceptable. So there's many different presentation softwares out there you can use. Whatever you use, when you go to submit it, you need to make sure that obviously it's a file that Blackboard can upload. There is a file size limit with Blackboard, so keep that in mind. You might have to upload it to a cloud somewhere and just link us to it. But make sure it's unlocked for viewing purposes. So there's that. So what you're talking about in this one is there is a difference between your ethics and your morals. Ethically, I am going to show you something. Ethics is a verb. You're doing something. And that doing something changes depending on what situation you're in. However, your morals is like your blueprint. It's like if I had this right here was my moral, and everything in here tells me how to do something in a certain situation. I have to think of myself, hey, does that apply in this situation? And if it does, then I'll act on it. But I'm like, wow, this is a great moral to have. I never want to lie. But if I tell him that he does not look good in that outfit, it's going to cause problems later. So I'm not going to act on that exact moral. So you can see how the morals is more of your like inner voice, and your ethics is what you're doing and showing to the world. So that's kind of what you're exploring in this assignment. Now, the United States is a system built and founded on utilitarianism ideas. The Age of Reason and the Age of Enlightenment, those documents, those English and French documents, our founding fathers studied those relentlessly, and they brought a lot of that into our framework as a society. One of the biggest was the moral theory of utilitarianism. And a lot of our guidelines were based in part on those guidelines. So you're going to discuss, do those. So first you need to research what that is. And then ask yourself if it fits into your own moral theory, or is it too far out of your lane? And then I have a handful of questions here for you to address. Now, when you see areas to address, they're not super strict. These are here to kind of just get the mind kind of flowing and thinking. You're free to embellish, you're free to add to, you're free to discuss. The more insight into your thinking, the better. So this is what this one is. I look forward to seeing your guys' visual representations, or I would love to have a video of you talking about it. So